When the government becomes both regulator and equity investor, frankly, folks, oversight risks becoming self-referential. We are witnessing the rise of a techno-strategic elite in America today. Engineers, AI specialists, and CEOs who serve simultaneously, let me say that again, simultaneously in military and commercial roles. Dual roles, dual interest, dual loyalties. This isn't just a new military-industrial complex. It's a civil-military technological complex, and it comes with its own unique complexities. It raises urgent compound-era questions, some of which, just a couple. Who gets to set our security priorities as a nation? What happens when the line between citizen and contractor just disappears? Perhaps most critically, who's watching the watchers when the watchers are now wearing both uniforms and hoodies?
Welcome to the Civic Brief with Dr. Isaiah Ike Wilson III, where complex issues meet everyday lives. Now, let's begin.
This is what Ike might say now. I'm Dr. Ike Wilson. In this special episode, we reflect on President Eisenhower's most enduring insight and what it means in a world where military power now intersects with magnets, markets, and machine learning. Ike warned us about the rise of military industrial complexes, but he also offered us a compass. Today, that compass points towards a new dilemma. Can public power serve principle when it fuses tightly with private markets? Now let's return to Ike's warning and contemporize it. Simply put, let's bring it to today's situation that we face here in the now. In early 2025, the Department of Defense announced a multi-billion-dollar equity stake in the company MP Materials. Now, MP Materials is a rare earths mining and magnet manufacturer. It was more than just procurement. It's become policy. It was industrial strategy. It is industrial strategy. And it is America trying to claw back resilience after decades of commercial surrender to overseas competitors, frankly, to adversaries. Eisenhower's words echo louder now, not just because they were prophetic back then, more importantly, because the conditions he feared have returned. They've returned with a vengeance, albeit in more complex, complicated, wicked problem-based, and dare I say, compound forms. Now, back then, the threat was a narrow iron triangle. Today, it's a globalized military-industrial tech importer complex, a system in which disruptive tech firms and foreign customers both intersect and they shape our arms policies in ways not always in the national interest. And it's also where Silicon Valley chief technology officers, CTOs, now are holding officer commissions and wearing Army uniforms. So again, we'll ask, what would Ike say now? He might not tell us to stop the deal, frankly, amid the concerns, the complexities, and the realities of today's global arms market and the need for changes in industrial policy and approaches. But here's what we do know. President Eisenhower, Ike, he'd assuredly tell us to scrutinize the very soul of such deals. Now, we live in what I've called in past episodes and past Substack essays, what I call the compound era, where threats don't just come in clean categories. Economic vulnerability is national vulnerability. Supply chains, they're increasingly weaponized. Semiconductors and rare earths are as strategic as submarines. Then yes, the Pentagon becoming a shareholder in rare earth production, in many ways, that's smart campaigning. That's integrated 3D plus C or times C strategy in action. Again, a reminder on the 3D model, development, diplomacy, and defense multiplied by commercial tech innovation. But all that said, we still must ask, to what ends? And at what cost to transparency, accountability, and perhaps most importantly, to principle? When the government becomes both regulator and equity investor, frankly, folks, oversight risks becoming self-referential. We are witnessing the rise of a techno-strategic elite in America today. Engineers, AI specialists, and CEOs who serve simultaneously, let me say that again, simultaneously in military and commercial roles. The likes of Palantir, Meta, SpaceX, dual roles, dual interest, dual loyalties. This isn't just a new military-industrial complex. Again, it's a civil military technological complex, and it comes with its own unique complexities. It raises urgent compound era questions, some of which, just a couple. Who gets to set our security priorities as a nation? What happens when the line between citizen and contractor just disappears? Perhaps most critically, who's watching the watchers when the watchers are now wearing both uniforms and hoodies? We don't beat the likes of a China by becoming China. We beat those adversaries and those competitors by proving that open societies can be strategic and ethical. Public-private partnerships must be paired with public interest oversight. If we're building a new arsenal democracy or arsenals for the democracies of the world, then democracy, folks, must be and remain at the heart of all those designs. Eisenhower told us not to fear power, but to guard principle. And guarding it means asking hard questions. It demands clarity, reclaiming civic agency. That's our mission here in the Civic Brief and at Wilson Wise Consulting. If you believe this message matters, please help share it. Certainly discuss it, challenge it. Subscribe, pledge to my Substack, Compound Security Unlocked, to help support all the research behind this kind of work and the production behind these kind of programs with like the Civic Brief. Certainly stay with us and be part of this republic's next principled stand. The magnets we mine will shape more than just machines. They will shape the kind of republic we choose to remain. Thanks again for joining us, and remember, it's all about for nation, not self.
Thanks for tuning into the Civic Brief. Got questions, insights, or ideas? Join us at thecivicbrief.com to continue the dialogue. Subscribe, share, and be part of shaping the future, one brief at a time.